Hi, and welcome to Balancing Mind Talks for Moms, a podcast show to raise awareness on how to create a well balanced mom life. I am Eileen, your fellow mom, a transformation coach, and yoga teacher, and you can expect short talks about mindful motherhood. My goal is to inspire and help you achieve a positive mindset, more joy, and serenity as a mom. Please enjoy. Hello, wonderful moms. I don't know if it's still allowed, but I want to wish you a happy new year and may all your dreams for this year come true. Today it will be about finding balance, the art of prioritizing you. So, I think it's a topic that is close to the heart of every mom, finding balance by prioritizing yourself. Yes, you heard it right, you. So, motherhood is a beautiful adventure, but it can also be demanding. And today I want to share with you the art of finding balance by making yourself a priority. So let's dive into practical tips that you can implement right away. So number one is the importance of prioritizing yourself, because it really is important to prioritize yourself. Before we jump into the tips, let's talk about why it is so crucial to prioritize yourself. As moms, we often put our needs last. But by taking care of ourselves, we become better equipped to care for our families, to care for others, to care for our children, and to find true balance. So let's get along with the tips. I'm just gonna dive in straight away. The first one is establish boundaries. It's necessary for everyone, and especially for kids. They need boundaries, but also for you. So my first practical tip is establish clear boundaries. And it's okay to say no and set limits on what you can take on. Boundaries protect your time, your energy, your well-being. It's there for a reason. So don't let anybody go over your boundaries, and please listen to your body and to your feelings when it comes to boundaries, so you will recognize your own boundaries as well. And remember, saying no to one thing means saying yes to yourself, and that is a really important lesson that I want to give you today, that I've learned along the way, and it took me too long probably. So tip number 2, schedule me time. I always call it mommy me moments. So schedule me time on your calendar. Treat it as a non-negotiable appointment with yourself. Because whether it's reading a book, taking a walk in nature, or enjoying a cup of tea in peace, maybe with journaling, a meditation, whatever, a hot bath, maybe. This time is sacred, and it is meant to be dedicated solely to you. Trust me, everyone needs this, and it will only make you better in setting boundaries, in loving communication. Sorry, lost word. So tip number 3, delegate and ask for help. Delegate and ask for help. You don't have to do it all alone. And this is a huge mistake that most moms make, because mostly we do want to do everything alone or on our own without any help, because otherwise we think it is weak. But you are strong no matter what. And asking for help is a strong thing to do. It costs strength and courage. So delegate tasks, share responsibilities, and ask for support if you need it. It's a strength to recognize when you need assistance. And it frees up time for what truly matters to you. Or time for fun things with your family. And then there is tip number 4. Pursue your passion. So, what brings you joy? And whether it's a hobby, a creative outlet, or a professional pursuit, it doesn't really matter. Please make time for the things that light you up. And connecting with your passion, it fuels your sense of self. And that can be anything that you are passionate about. Tip number 5, practice mindful self-care. And I know that for a lot of moms, this raises some questions on how or where to find time, that kind of thing. But it's not so hard to even do it with your kids, or teach them how to do, or teach them that you need only 5 minutes each morning to practice mindful self-care and mindfulness, meditation, whatever. So the last tip is practice mindful self-care. And this goes beyond the usual routine. It's about tuning into your needs and nurturing your mind, your body, and your soul. So whether it's meditation, a warm bath, gratitude practice, journaling, exercising, make self-care a mindful ritual. For me, for example, I have mindful rituals during the day, but in the morning, for example, it's stretching out, like kind of yin yoga poses with some stretching to it. Then always half a liter of water. My beauty routine, brushing teeth and everything. And after my water, sometimes together with my water drinking, I journal or I meditate. And it's just for 5 minutes or how long I have, because I don't always have the same amount of time in the morning regarding my kids. Because some days they just go along with everything I want them to do, everything they need to do before going to school. But as you probably can recognize for your own, sometimes they just don't. So then I need to help them a little bit more, and I have a little less time for myself. So then I make it shorter. But what I do is I journal about at least 5 things that I want in my life. 5 things I want to do for just today that I think of quickly in my mind, 5 goals I want to achieve in my life. And the meditation practice I often do with my son, with my oldest kid. He is 7 now. So it's perfectly normal to do so. And sometimes it's just a gratitude meditation. Sometimes it's energizing. Sometimes I just come up with a story and do some breathing exercises. So it's all up to, it's flexible and it's up to my feeling and my needs and in that moment. And after that, I always do sun salutation. And sometimes in between, I do whatever I can to help my kids or to make their lunches or fruit to school. So it's all a little bit weaved into each other. Okay, so that is my morning ritual. But as I said, it is totally fine if you do it during your lunch break, if you are working at an office or something, or have an evening ritual. It's just about being mindful in your self-care. So if you need an extra guidance to create these kind of routines for yourself, I want to invite you to take the next step on your journey to balance, whether you're seeking community, guidance, or a transformative toolkit for mindful motherhood. I have something special for you because you can join my free community on Facebook. It's called Balanced Mom Life. And you can access my roadmap to serene motherhood, which is free, by the way. You can find that in my Facebook group or on my website. I will link those in the show notes of this podcast. But also, you can explore the empowering mini offer I have, and that is Create Your Own Serenity Toolkit. It's a mini offer designed with love for moms like you to create like this morning routine, an evening routine, and maybe even extra rituals around your self-care, around your mindful practice. And within this course, you'll learn what boosts your system, and you can choose whatever you want to put in this in your own mindful self-care rituals. Just what fits in your time frame, what fits in your brain, like what fits with your capacity or willingness to do. So if you're interested in that, please go to Create Your Own Serenity Toolkit and sign up for this perfectly and balancing toolkit. It's linked in the show notes. Okay, so for now, thank you for joining me on this exploration of finding balance. And you find balance by prioritizing yourself. And if you find these tips valuable, please subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with fellow moms that may need it, ready to embrace the art of self-prioritization. Please remember, you deserve the balance that you seek. So until next time, may your days be filled with self-love and joy and the fulfillment that comes from nurturing the beautiful soul within. Please remember, balance always starts with you.